In this video, I'm gonna teach you how to make the 3D camera effect in DaVinci Resolve. Without wasting any more time, let's get straight into the tutorial. So right now I am in DaVinci Resolve and we're gonna start making the effect. First of all, we have our timeline, we have this PNG, we have this PNG, we have a green screen right here, and we have our background. So we're gonna create the 3D camera effect with these elements. So first of all, we need to go to this search bar over here and search composition, and we will find fusion composition. So I would like this fusion composition to be 10 seconds long. So I'm gonna drag it, and right there we have a fusion composition which is 10 seconds long. Okay, so now we're gonna click on this and go to open fusion page. Click on that and fusion page will open up. So we have our media out here, and right now I wanna drag in all of my elements that I wanna use. So first of all, we'll drag in the background. Next we will drag in this and this. All of our elements are here, so I'm gonna rename this real quick, F2, and let's name it BG for background. Let's see what we have in this media in 2. So we're gonna click on 1 to see it in our one viewer, and we have this smile emoji, and right now we have this another emoji here which is the sad emoji. We are also gonna rename it. Click on F2 and this will appear, the rename tool. Alright, so we have our media ins renamed. Right now we have to connect it to a merge, and before we add the merge, let's close our media pool because it takes a lot of space, and we're gonna hold shift and space together, and we're gonna type image planar 3D. After typing that, we have image planar 3D. Next we're gonna link this. Okay, after creating the image planar 3D, we need to add a merge 3D. So we're gonna add merge 3D. Make sure to add the merge 3D, not the merge. We're gonna connect it here. After that, we need a renderer 3D. So we're gonna go shift and space. Again, all the effects you wanna add, go shift and space and add these. Add the renderer 3D, and we're gonna connect it to the media out. So right now we can see we have our sad emoji in our media out view. We are currently seeing the media out over here, so this is the actual output of our composition. We also have to add image planar to the rest of the elements. So what we can do, we can just drag it, and we have the image planar 3D right over here. You guys can see right over here we have the image planar. So we're gonna add another two, and let's connect them to the merge. Okay, after connecting everything, what we are gonna do, we're gonna click on the merge and we're gonna click on 1. So right now you can see a 3D viewer has opened up, and we can actually move the things in 3D space. So I'm not gonna move them right now. I'm gonna go to the image planars. I'm just gonna transform them a little bit. Let's say we go like this, and we can also separate those just by resizing them. Resizing them. So you can see we have our background layer at the far back. We have the smile emoji here, and at front we have the sad emoji. What should we do with this? This will be helpful in later on, so I'm gonna keep it right there, and let's work on the main project. Next we need to add a camera 3D. So we're gonna add a camera 3D and we're gonna connect it just like that. Again, we're gonna click on merge and click on 1, and right there we can see our camera. Next I'm gonna click on the camera and drag it out a bit, just like so. We have to transform them, so let's transform. Let's make them this small, and let's also make it small. Alright, so next we're gonna drag the camera until we see the end of the background. So right there is too much. We're gonna go here, and it should look really good. Okay, we want both of them at the same Z axis. So for that, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go to this smile emoji right here. I'm just gonna copy the Z values, and I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna paste it. After that, they should be a little merged, so we're gonna play with the x-axis to place them around the composition. We can also see the size is not correct, so we're gonna correct that just like that. We have it fixed, and we are gonna place them. So right now we have our composition laid out. We just have to animate and add the text right now, so let's do it. So to add text, you can do it in two ways. First, you can add a text node Next you can add an image planer node just like this and connect it to the merge, or you can just go and add text 3D. So I don't like the text 3D that much because text plus actually gives you a lot of effects. You can add a lot of transformation and a lot of things that you can toggle around. So I'm gonna add this text plus. Next I'm gonna connect it to the image planer. Next I'm gonna connect it to the merge, and we have the text here. So you can see we have the text, but nothing is showing because we haven't typed anything out. So I am gonna type emotions right there. There we go. We have emotions right there. Next what I wanna do is I want this text effect to be a bit far than the emojis themselves, so it will look like this. And yeah, so this looks perfect. So let's play with the transformation a bit. Let's make sure to fit this, and we're gonna play with the y-axis a bit, and just like that we have this. So on the emotions we're gonna change the font. Let's add this right over here. Let's add the black version of it, and let's make the size a bit bigger, just like that. Okay, after we made it our desired size, we have this. So right now we also need to add two different text, one for the sad emoji and one for the happy emoji. So we're gonna add two text. Next we're gonna add two image planers. So it's basically adding elements and adding image planers and connecting them to the merge. That's what we do while doing 3D camera. After connecting those, we're gonna go and type it sad, and we're gonna type happy. Okay, right now we can see they are actually just merged together because they are at the same axis, I mean same Z axis. So we're gonna go and make them just at the emoji. So we're gonna set it just like that. Let's copy the Z axis and let's paste it over here, and we should have a pretty nice looking effect. Let's play with the x-axis and y-axis a bit. Let's make it happy, go under happy, and let's make sad, go under sad. So we have a pretty nice looking composition right over here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go and change it to yellow, FFFC19, which is the best looking yellow in my opinion. So next we're gonna select the texture effect, and we're gonna add a drop shadow. So let's go and add a drop shadow. You can see the drop shadow. So right now we're gonna add the drop shadow. Next we need to click on the drop shadow and click on 1 to see what effect we are actually applying. Next let's go just like that. Let me adjust it a little bit more. So this looks really nice. Okay, so next after the drop shadow we're gonna go and add a soft glow. So the soft glow is a bit too much, so we are also gonna play with this a bit. This looks perfect, so let's turn it off and on. Let's actually go and set the glow size to a bit smaller. Let's play with the gain a bit, and yeah, we are done with this. Let's click on the merge and click on 1. We have the emotion text perfectly laid out. Okay, so now I want to work with the background. So I'm gonna add a vignette effect, VIG vignette effect. This is way too much. I don't want this much vignette, so I'm gonna lower the size. I'm gonna lower the size by a lot. Let's click on 1 to see how much it is affecting. Let's make the size a lot smaller. Let's play with the atmosphere a bit, and this looks nice. Okay, so we are pretty much done with the vignette effect. Let's go and add some effects to the text. So I have also applied a drop shadow. The drop shadow color is actually a bit bluish color, which actually gives it a very nice thing. And we have also added a bit of glow. So right now I'm gonna copy this two, and I'm gonna paste them, and let's connect this to the image planer. So that is how we have copied the same effect. So we are pretty much done with this. Let's go and animate our camera. So I'm gonna turn on the merge, and we can see how this looks. So let's actually start animation of the camera. So we're gonna go to the first frame. Let's zoom it a lot. Okay, so let's go to first frame of this timeline over here. We're gonna zoom this in. Let's zoom this in just like that, and we're gonna go to the 100th frame, and we're gonna zoom it out. Let's go and zoom it out and set it perfectly to the frame. So we should have a pretty nice animation over here. So as you can see, we have this 3D effect on these emojis, and we have this awesome transition which is happening. We can see the zoom in effect just like that. We have the happy and sad. Alright, so after it has rendered, we are pretty much done with animating it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to this 130 frame. Okay, so we are not done with our stuff. We are also gonna add the arrow animation, and we're gonna link it to this merge, and we should see. Alright, so now we have this arrow thing right here that we want to add to this composition. So we're gonna go and add this. So we're gonna add this to our merge, and we're gonna add it just like that. And we have arrow animation, which is very big for some reason, and it actually goes out because I have not set that time yet. So right there at 120, we're gonna go to this media, and we're gonna click on it just like that and add this 220. Okay, add 120. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make this a bit better, and we're gonna add a delta gear. We're gonna add the delta gear. So let's go and add a bit of green, and right now we should see our. So we're gonna add a whole lot of green, and I think a bit of blue. Alright, so we have, and we're gonna perfectly remove this green screen, and we have this over here. Let's click on the merge and click on one. Let's see what we have here. Let's go and go to the z-axis and make it so this, as you guys can see, is actually affecting how we view it. So let's make it quick and easy. Let's turn off the media. It's actually taking up a lot of space. Let's actually decrease the size a lot, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna add copy, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna copy the z-axis of that, and we're gonna paste the z-axis, and we're gonna make sure to scale down it a lot. And now we should have a pretty flawless arrow, which we have here. Okay, so right now we actually just want to flip this. So to flip it, after the delta key, we're gonna add a transform. So after we added the transform, we're gonna flip this, and let's actually center it by the transform effect. Let's actually make it perfectly aligned with this. And now it's looking really nice. So after the transform, we're gonna of course add a soft glow. Soft glow actually makes the whole thing look a lot better, in my opinion. You can also increase the glow size, not that much. Let's increase the glow size, let's increase the gain, and that looks pretty nice. Okay, so we have also, the arrow is automatically animated, so we don't actually have to animate it. So you can see it's animating, and it's going to set to happy. So that is how I completely animate the whole thing. It's looking like a mess for now. Let's actually make it a bit organized. So I'm just gonna move this like this and add it just like this. Let's add the camera to there and it to there, and I like to make the media out a bit long, just like that. So that is all the nodes we need to make this whole camera effect. We don't have to do any animation. We're just gonna go and click on this spline, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna click on this, and next we're gonna click on this fit effect, Next go and Ctrl plus A, which is gonna select everything. Let's click on F, then click on S. After that, everything should be very nice and smooth, but I actually want the out effect to be a bit slower. So I'm gonna just drag it a bit like this. Just a bit like this. Let's actually make the playback a bit smoother by decreasing the quality. And that looks pretty much flawless. So I have actually a lot of experience doing this camera effect because a lot of my clients actually demand this. So right now I'm just gonna give you a full preview of how this looks. So let's make it full. Let's go to the render cache and cache it. Okay, render caching is done. Let's see how the effect turned out. The effect actually looks really nice. So the arrow animation is a bit weird, but it's actually because of the actual green screen. It's not because we did something wrong or anything. It's just the green screen effect. But this looks pretty much flawless. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. Hope this helped you a lot. Make sure to like the video, hit subscribe for more awesome videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.